One of the fastest growing social networking apps of 2014 is Snapchat, but surprisingly enough, almost no one over the age of 25, this guy included, really knows how to use it.
And as parents, knowing what apps your children use and how to use them yourself is very important, especially when it comes to this app. So joining us now to tell us about Snapchat is our tech expert, Nika Allen.
Nika, good to see you. All right, so we started before we came back from commercial. I said, that's the app that the thing disappears, right? So clearly, I need a 411 on what Snapchat is.
So Snapchat is a photo messaging application that was launched in September of 2011, and users can use this to take photos, record videos, add text and drawings, and send them to a controlled list of recipients. The best part about it is also that users can set a time limit for how long recipients can actually see the snaps before they, quote unquote, I'll say, disappear.
Yeah, so it goes up
Okay.
to 10 seconds.
Up to 10 seconds, exactly.
So how do people really use Snapchat?
Well, now there's actually an estimated 200 million users, and the majority of which, kind of like you guys said, are under 25. So people are really using this. One common misconception is that Snapchat is for sexting, which is not really true. It's usually for funny content that people think they don't want to it's not important enough to immortalize on something like a full social network like Facebook, because that stuff stays around forever.
Right.
And so this maybe gives people, you know, a little bit more of a chance to get rid of something.
Right.
They have some popular features right now, like the Snapchat Stories, which allows users to actually broadcast their snaps to any and all of their friends for 24 hours. And then recipients can replay these snaps as many times as they want for 24 hours.
Okay.
They also just started Snapchat Live, which I really enjoy actually. And that is a feature in which you get to see content from all over the world. And they broadcast things like, yesterday they had Groundhog Day on there, so I got to see things. I was like, I never knew that there was anything, you know, a big celebration for Groundhog Day, and then I'm watching it on Snapchat Live. Or Australia Day. I didn't know what Australia Day was until I saw it on my Snapchat and looked it up and figured it out. There's also, they have things like messaging and instant video, so people can kind of respond to your photos actually. And then the instant video, you can see each other live,
So
which
it
is
almost
pretty
works
cool.
like FaceTime?
Yeah, almost
Okay.
like FaceTime.
Okay. So, I mean, obviously, Snapchat is really growing. I know enough about Snapchat to know that these features, I mean, it seems like there's a lot of new features rolling out. So where is this app going?
Yeah, it's pretty incredible actually. They have been making some really big moves, and moves that I myself have been very impressed by. I think people kind of thought that Snapchat was really going to be, you know, just this dumb, silly messaging app, and now they're really turning into quite a, you know, an app.
Yeah.
And so first of all, in November of this past year, they introduced Snap Cash, and that is where you can send money within an app to your friends, basically. And they partnered with a prominent mobile payment company called Square to make this possible. I don't know how popular this is. I think that, you know, still payments or something, as we are slowly moving into mobile payments, even with Apple Pay, things like that. But they have that availability now, and it's possible. The other thing is, last week, this is one of my favorite things, you just saw it right now, is Snapchat Discover.
Okay.
And so that's a brand new platform launched last week, and it's basically the hottest way to consume curated media from trusted brands such as Warner Music, People Magazine, National Geographic, things like that. And they have it all on a screen, and basically you can just go through all the media. And it's kind of a great way for people, you know, I think that's kind of where media consumption is headed actually.
Take a look at this here again.
Yeah, it provides a really great way. See, there's the Discover page actually, and you can, you know, click on any of those, and it shows you new content every 24 hours.
Wow.
And it has a great balance of videos, music, pictures, reading, so you can kind of consume a little bit at a time, and you can choose, and you can skip stories that you don't want to, things like that. So it's really, I think, going to be, you know, this could be the future of how people are consuming media.
Yeah.
And this also kind of opened up with this whole content distribution piece of the app. This, you know, maybe is going to be the way that they make all their money, because Snapchat is now valued at over $10 billion.
Wow.
So people are kind of wondering, well, where does that really come from? You know, how are you justifying that valuation? Because that's pretty high, especially for a mobile app, you know?
So, I mean, if you're a parent, like we said, it's mainly for people who are under the age of 25. That's who really uses Snapchat. But if you're a parent of a teen, guaranteed your child is probably using this app. So you should get on it. Just check it out, see what it's all about, and it's free, right?
Yes, it's definitely free.
Okay.
You just, you can log in with your phone number, create a user account.
Okay.
And, of course, if you wanted to, you could probably befriend your child, and then you'd at least get
Probably
to see
would be a good
their
idea.
stories
Yeah,
that
their
they're sending
stories.
out. So
Yeah.
you can monitor, whether or not they are sending out appropriate content.
Yeah.
Can't see what they're sending, behind that wall a little bit, but you can see the stories. So
Yeah.
that might be a good way
Yeah.
for people to kind of monitor their kids, because these are all the sites that are coming out, and we have to figure out, what's the best course of action to help our kids out and make sure we're teaching them how to use social media properly.
Right, yeah, and it seems like it's changing every single
It
day,
is.
guys.
It's changing every day.
Thank you so much for bringing
Thank
this
you.
in, Nika.
Thank
For
you.
more information on Snapchat and Nika TV, head over to casa.com. We will have all the links there.